everyone! Welcome back. I am the Darkened King, for those of you that are here for the first time or just tuning in for the first time there on Twitch. Like I said, my name is the Darkened King. I play video games, I play for fun, I play for chaos, I play for the enjoyment of everything in between. And today we're continuing our Stardew Valley journey to being a billionaire. Because last time you were with me, we got ourselves a couple of passive income streams between the mushroom boxes out in the cave, as well as we now have the way to make various animal products become much more providing. So hopefully get more artesian goods, but we'll see where today goes, because here's hoping that we continue the pace. As right now, more likely the plans to probably start upgrading some more tools that we've been kind of putting off to the sidelines for quite a while. But yeah, let's see where today goes, shall we? Let's just jump right in. Let's get this going here. Doing a lot of stuff in the background, so hopefully this works. Come on. It'll show up, I promise. There it is. There we go. Alright, now that we're here, maybe. Okay. Don't know why it was stopped for a second. Alright. Let's continue onward, shall we? I think we last checked in, we were at 25 or 30? 35,000. Which is not bad. Probably should plant some more grass for our chickens. We have the hot peppers there, which we can turn these into probably pickled items. Oh, nice. Adjust mic or music, please. Hold on. It's probably the mic. I haven't probably had it pulled too far away. Hopefully that helps. Again, the music, I want to know what's about the music in the intro scene. It always is just super loud. I don't get it. Don't know why it decides to say, yeah, you're gonna have everything be on complete mute or complete max volume for the start of this whole ordeal. I have 4 of you. Where's the... Hold on. Are you... Yes, you are. Okay. They're in here. No, don't eat the egg. Pick up the egg. Thank you. Eventually we could invest in an auto grabber. But that's a whole nother ordeal. Okay, let's see. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start getting more of the other tools. I'm probably gonna start getting my... Let's see. Let me get my pickaxe maxed to iron. Oh, I don't even think I have enough. No, I need to get more money first. So, I'll set this aside in this box for later. Because I want to get both my axe and my pickaxe probably to iron grade. And then I can use those for the remainder of the seasons. And then we can worry about getting iron grade the hoe and the... That's the wrong one. I put that in the wrong box. We'll get the watering can and the hoe upgraded to iron status as well. But that's probably going to be when we have that in the winter. I should probably, grab some stuff to actually make use of the day. I don't even remember what floor we were on, so... Maybe enough that we can do some mining. We should put that on the back burner for now. That's the wrong tab. This one. Alright, if anything, we need to at least get our mining and combat efficiency up to level 5. Then we can start getting more stuff taken care of. So let's take these and we'll go back into the mines. Cherry bomb itself. We'll also take a handful of these strawberries. Because you can never have too many. Also, because it's not enough. Depending on how full our mushroom boxes are, we might be able to also get some stuff for that. Speaking of, do we have anything we can use at the moment for that? It's mostly the blue mushroom and the morel. So I doubt we have any of those. We have a purple mushroom. And we have a morel. Cool. We can put those in the community center on the way over. Which would be great. I have a bad habit of putting my mic like further away from me because again, I'm a naturally loud person, so I don't want to feel like I'm shouting, but because I also inadvertently have it adjusted to be a much lower noise gate or much higher noise gate, so to speak, on OBS, it's one of those cases of just I don't want to feel like I'm shouting, but I also don't want to talk too softly. It becomes that counterbalance point. Eventually, I'll get enough of a consistency where I can nail down how far and how loud I need to be. All right. We now the 3 different things we can get from trees, or we can get the 2 foraging items, either from the cactus fruit, or we get the coconut, which we can get once we get more into the community center vault bundle. Again, there's still 25,000 coin. It's what is it? It's hold on. Nope, that's not the right one. I was gonna put the painting somewhere. I think I got that from one of the bundles. No, that was a reward I got from donations. Okay. Let's see. 2,500, 25,000, 5,000, 10,000. So what is that? That's... If I do that all at once, 35, 40, 47, 500? So it's basically just about 50k if I'm going to do all of that bundle at one time. Which in hindsight, we could do... Start getting more stuff with the Skull Cavern done, but I think we were better off waiting to do that until we at least have the key. Which, at the moment... Yeah, we're only at level 65. We need to be at 120 if we're going to make use of that, so... We could probably wait to do at least some of the higher level outputs for that bundle. But if anything, we'll at least get probably the 2,500 and... We could probably go as high as the 10k, I think. But at this point, we're just going to keep going and moving on. Ghosts and dust bunnies. Yeah, the sword is definitely much better than the dagger. That was causing so many problems last part. Those of you that watched the last part will understand the fact that we tried to take on a slime, or at least I tried to take on a horde of slimes with the tiny dagger we get as part of a reward. It was taking so much longer to kill anything. And this Templar blade is much better and much more responsive, so... Because eventually I think we're going to get the lava katana before we get to getting anything else of that nature. We already have... I'm positive we have a diamond already in one of the boxes, if I remember correctly, so... But we also need to be on the lookout for emeralds. Because if we're going to be romancing Penny this playthrough, we need lots of resources. Oh, and some gold ore. Back up with all the dust mites. No dust bunnies. Alright, I just stood there. Alright, let me not bother with this. Let's go down one more. The Master Slingshot. We're probably not going to use that very much. I've never been the biggest fan of ranged fighting. I'd rather just do all the combat up front, honestly. But that's also a me thing. I'm not against anyone that wants to do that. And those of you that can do it effectively, kudos to you guys. The controls for that is just finicky. I think I'm also playing this on a controller, so that'd probably be another point of that. Skeleton collapsed. Bone fragments. I forget what you can use for recipes for that. I know you can get like a conversion kit or something like that, or some kind of a item that you can feed bone fragments to, and you get some kind of, I don't know if it's a bone meal or something like that, or something of that nature, just like you can use it as like a fertilizer composite. I forget what it is. Unless I already have the recipe for that. I don't think I do. I doubt I have that. No, I didn't think so. I know you get something that you can use to quote-unquote repurpose bone fragments. I think you can also make a bone sword, if I'm not mistaken. Again, this is also me assuming that all the... Never mind. It's been long enough, I don't remember anything. Granted, again, I just played this not maybe 4 days ago, but hopefully you get what I mean. It's been long enough since I've done the early stage gameplay of this that I don't remember a lot of the progressive upgrades. Aside from the tools and maybe some weapons, aside from the stuff you can get from the prismatic shard, which is a whole nother ordeal. And again, the rarity of getting that out of like an Omni Geode is... It's possible, but I mean, what else are you going to use the prismatic shard for aside from... I think one of the late game bundles requires it, and maybe something else. I forget. I think some certain people will also take that as a gift, and that'll just like really heavily increase their affection levels. But I don't remember who likes it and who loves it. Oh, speaking of a bone sword, I don't need sap. Do need the aquamarine though. Bone sword, 20 to 30, 20 to 29. Okay, let's look at this one first. It is significantly faster than the Templar's blade. We can keep it. Maybe we didn't need to worry about converting stuff after all. It is significantly faster than the Templar's blade, which is great to have. And down we go. Alright, level 80. Firewalker boots. definitely going to use this furniture piece, so there we go. I know, probably many people are just going to be probably up in arms, like, you should have kept that painting! Yeah, I've never been the biggest... Okay, I probably won't keep a lot of paintings as a person. I'm not going to deny anyone that wants to make art. There are a lot of people out there that can make really good art. And kudos to you guys for being able to do that kind of stuff. I do not have the wherewithal nor the patience for that kind of stuff. But I will never deny anyone that wants to make art. That kind of skill is difficult to do, let alone even to master. But seeing some of the like professional grade art be done is a sight to behold in and of itself. So there's my that's my 2 cents on the subject itself. Alright, can I even get gold ore with just a copper pickaxe? It just takes 3 hits. That's fine. Everything also hits significantly harder now that we're on a lower level. Because we're also so many levels down, everything's going to be also... Speaking of Omni Geode... Alright. Gotta make a sacrifice. Goodbye. Sorry, Slingshot. I mean, I could also buy that back from the... I think I'm pretty sure I could buy that from the Adventurers Guild if I really wanted it. No, I'm just actually just gonna do that. I forgot to pick up my copper axe today. I spent all the time in the mines. Well, on the plus side, I did get all the way down to the magma floors, which I can start farming for more gold. Which I don't know if we might have enough to get a bar. Do we have enough we can get a bar? We also still need the fire quartz. I'm sure that's all we need in the blacksmith bundles. The gold bar and the fire quartz. Yep. So we should be able to get that hopefully soon. Again, if anything, we'll just start getting more stuff to donate. We're 1 gold ore piece short. Noted. Alright. Random owl just making itself known. Okay. This, and this. We can put this back in here. And if anything, we're just going to keep filling up those boxes for pickled goods and various things we can make on the sidelines. Yeah, we made the papers. Ah, the luau. Alright, we're getting some fish. And we are getting purple quality fish. We're getting iridium quality to put in that potluck stew. We're gonna make that stew the best ever. Alright, maybe a little for mayonnaise. Did I water my crops at all yesterday? Did I really skip doing that? I feel like I didn't even water the plants. I think I just realized my brain is on a whole different planet today. Don't pick up my copper axe from the blacksmith. I completely forget to water my crops. I should just hang up my farmer's hat and go home. Go back to my office life. Just wait, it's also gonna be the instance of like, as soon as I do that and all this work, it's then gonna rain tomorrow. But I think you can go at least one day without having to worry about watering. I think it's 2 days that they start drying and wilting. I could be wrong. 1 day is not the worst. Just means you have to be more precautious the next go round. Alright, did I talk to everybody today? Everyone but... Where'd they go? You're here somewhere. Are you in the house still? Is that what's happening? Hold on. Nope. Where did... Oh, there you are. I forgot those trees can get moss on them if they sit for so long. Interesting. But let's go fishing, shall we? Or we could get lucky and get some good iridium quality foraging goods. But I don't think we're going to get that kind of quality until we get... I think... I want to say it's a benefit at 10th level of foraging we get iridium quality. Or maybe it's at a certain level we get it anyways. So I think at a certain level we can get max quality foraging goods from 10th level foraging. I don't know if you can, I know you can get those, I want to say just more uncommonly rather than rare, the higher level is up you go. Right. Picking up my axe. Picking up my axe. I'm not forgetting that. There's Jess, probably going to school. I'm pretty sure Penny teaches here in the library. Yeah, nice. We don't have a school here, but I'm doing my best. Yeah. So there's no proper school, but she does teach out of the library, which is nice. It's great. Copper axe. Alright, put that down there. Alright. Let's do fishing today at the ocean. Yeah, Governor's supposed to show up. A seashell clam. Down there. Eventually, I'm also gonna probably fix the bridge, because I'll need that if I'm gonna get the mermaid's pendant. But at least gotta have some kind of relationship with Penny before I even think about giving her a thing of flowers. Is about for I want to be steady with you. Nice. Tuna. Gold quality tuna. Yes, sun is beautiful. Ocean's very calming. Well, I guess in some cases the ocean needs to be calming. Sometimes the oceans can be... I was going to say, oceans can be intense depending on where you're at. But there are benefits to it. There we go. Back to more seaweed. Oh, got a look on myself. It's very sporadic. Jeez, what are you? This fish is really fighting. Jeez, what the heck was it? It's gotta be like an albacore, an eel, or something. How many fish are that kind of chaotic? This is what I'm gonna pull it up, and it's gonna be like a snapper, tiny thing. Probs a pufferfish? That wouldn't be surprising. You can't get pufferfish here out in the ocean. It is rare, but I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, if I end up pulling one of those up, it would make it. It'll be interesting to see what it is. That's if I can get it. Mullet. I remember I'm going to take at least one of those out just to keep on the sidelines for the luau. Because I think I can do other stuff in the interim between. As long as I don't go to the beach. Come on, buddy. Just level with me. There we go. Tuna. Gold star tuna. When you go to like the fishing game or whatnot, and this is also a question for anyone that's fishing in general, or does fishing maybe on a professional level. I'm not sure how that works. Again, I don't know if it's like a license thing or it's a quantity thing, but do you just fish and then take home what you catch, or can you get those like? Again, I don't know anything about like a competitive or professional fisherman outing. Flounder. But, is it graded based on how long the fish is, how big the fish is, how heavy the fish is? Because I know record books keep, like, track of, I think, like the heavy pounds, like the pounds of what a fish weighs. But I don't know if there's any other factors that maybe go into that whole process or whatnot. Again, I don't fish professionally, and I've only seen that. I've never actually done it, so I don't even know what the process would be. I mean, if it's anything like this, then I have no reference to go off of. It would be interesting, though, one of those days. Just go out and go fishing and come back. It's like, alright, what do I do with these? Do I just keep them and do what I want with them, or what? Again, I have... Again, this is coming from a non-fisherman persona who has little to no knowledge of what that's going to entail. Have some of my seaweed chips. Favorite fishing mechanic of these games: Stardew, Dreamlight Valley, or Animal Crossing. Oh, jeez. I think. Okay, that's a loaded question. I think, Pink, because there are benefits and there's penalties to all of them. So let's start with Stardew, in my opinion. Stardew's got a good mechanic. It's effectively allows you to be kind of more interactive with it because you catch it or you latch onto it like with the exclamation points. Like, okay, you got it. You got it on hold, and then you have to interact with it and keep the bar going that much. So it's actually like you're trying to fight with the fish. So you're having a little more of a back and forth. With Animal Crossing, it's a lot more simplistic. It's just as you cast it out, if it nibbles at the bait, you lose the fish. If you catch it and you don't pull it back in time, much like with Stardew, you miss the window. Versus, if you get it once in Animal Crossing, you can pull that fish in regardless. No matter if it's a shark or what. It latches onto the hook and you can get it. With Dreamlight, it's kind of like playing a mixture of Stardew's initial latching, like, and Animal Crossing's like initial like grabbing onto the fish, so to speak, like that. But it also combines it with a bit of like a rhythm game because you have to time it and continue fighting with the fish in a certain, like a window, but more of like a timing basis. So I guess it, but again, that probably didn't answer your question of which one I like the most. I think I relate more. It's a loaded question. Darn you, darn fish. Sorry. Darn you, darn fish. That's gonna be the phrase now. Darn you, darn fish. I think I like the simplicity of Animal Crossing, the rhythm-based aspect of Dreamlight, and the give and take concept with... Yeah, clip it. I have a new fishing catchphrase. Down you darn fish. Oh, man. It's gonna be... I think if I ended up, like, retiring at that age when I could and I had the ability to, I'd want to retry going out to a lake by myself. Just go to the mountains, go out to a lake, a river, and just sit there. Sit there, staring at the water, or the ocean, or whatever the case may be, and just fish. I think I gave up that opportunity too early on as a kid to enjoy it, and I think at the same time, I really didn't have a want to go fishing. I was just more, again, here I am playing video games, and that's all I wanted to do when I was a kid, but playing this and thinking about it now, again, it goes back to the same phrase I said before. You don't go to fish to fish. Or you don't go fishing to catch fish. You go fishing to fish for fish. If you catch a fish, it's bonus. But you're also there, to enjoy the ambiance and the environment and the time you spend with maybe some friends or some family. You're there to enjoy what you're doing. I think that's the main piece of that, so... But back to your question earlier, Pink. If I had to pick a favorite concept or fishing mechanic overall, I would probably pick... See, now I can't even make an honest acclamation to myself. Because I want to say Stardew because it's the one I've had the most enjoyment with because of the back and forth. But I like the simplicity aspect of Animal Crossing and the rhythm-based timing that is involved in Dreamlight. So, if there was a way to combine all those together in one aspect, that would be it. So to answer your question, Pink, in the serious form of the word, I can give you an honest answer. Because I like so many aspects of each one. And these melons should be just about finished. So hopefully that answered the question you were asking of me, and hopefully it sufficed. It also depends on if you actually want me to pick one, actually give you a proper answer. I think it also depends on when the... Excuse me. When the luau is. Especially that's later in the afternoon, so I think I can go out and do stuff in the interim and be fine. But if I can, and I probably will, take this, and this, and also this. Because I will need this for luau later. I'm pretty sure I need 5,000. I'm gonna get the next upgrade for the pickaxe taken care of. Oh, it's happening now. Can I drop this off before I go to the luau? Maybe? I don't know. Is everything gonna be closed? Yep, that makes sense. Well, fine. We'll skip the day. Well, if anything, let's see what we can get here. Bunch of decorations. Nah. Have we talked to everybody? I'm pretty sure we have. Yes. Pierre was the last person we had to talk with. Is already accounted for? I forget the wizard's off in his own corner over there. He's just Jay chilling. Nice. Okay, we're gonna have to work real hard with Penny. Alright, let's put in something. Hopefully this works. Alright. Iridium quality fish. Alright. Let's see what happens. Hopefully this works. it's time once again for the potluck ceremony. I trust that you all put high quality ingredients in the pot this year. We don't want the governor to regret his visit to the valley. Well, Governor, would you do us the honor of tasting the soup? Of course, we're looking forward to this all year. Here we go. It's a very pleasant soup. The produce from this valley never disappoints. Very nice. Tasty. You all did very well. Now, both want some soup. Can you imagine having a potluck size that big? Although it was a success, good thing I brought something tasty for the soup. I can't imagine having a pot that big. I mean, if you're feeding an entire town in the same day, it makes sense, but are you gonna scooch? Okay. Thank you. Cat, you blocked me. Man. My friend, you blocked me from my own bed. How would you do such a thing? Now you know how I feel when flu flies on my side. You know, I can't argue with that statement anymore. I really can't. And I'm sure many of you that have pets understand that frustration, the fact of you're tired, you're exhausted, it's late night in the day, you want to go in and you want to sleep. And then you go to sleep, either you find out your pet is sleeping on your side of the bed, all over the side of the bed, or when you lift up the covers, they are sleeping under your covers and refuse to move. I'm sure all of you that have pets understand that frustration. Or maybe not all of you, but I imagine those of you that have been in that same situation where you're just trying to go back to bed or trying to go to sleep, and your pet is taking the most comfortable space on the bed itself. It's definitely a relatable piece, I think. Everything's been watered. Water bowl's been filled. Let me say good morning to all of our chickens. They've got way down here. Very good. Ooh, we got the large ones. Yes. We can put those into the community center bundles. Because we need the large eggs, we need the duck egg, wool, and goat cow, and whatnot. Which means we probably need to start working on getting a barn put together. First, start getting cows. Let's also check the. You know what? We'll let the mushroom boxes bulk, and we'll see what happens at the end of the stream. That's what my nice will do as well. I think I'll just let these sit over the course of the stream, and then whatever we have is like pickled goods or juice or jams, whatever the case may be with all of this stuff, I'll sell those all at the same time, and we can have just a bulk offload. Rather than having to worry about the tedium of just doing all at the same time each day. But I should keep giving gifts. I gotta go by the school anyways and give Penny a flower. And I think once we get the crystallarium, I'm gonna set up have a setup where it's a crystallarium and a chest, so I can start farming for emeralds. But once again, anything is just going to take time. Again, they take, I think, like a day or so to get any gem to multiply. These are the bus in Cocoa Desert, but the bus stopped working a few years ago. Mayor says there's not enough money in the town's coffers, or else he'd have it fixed. That's what we're supposed to do. But also think because there's just so stinking expensive. Again, the 2,500 and the 5,000 are not the bigger problem. It's the 10k and the 25k that are the bigger piece of the puzzle here. And again, I just spent 5 grand to get my steel pickaxe. But anything going forward between after the steel updates is just going to be cosmetic and bonus. Because we could get gold and iridium, but those are real expensive. But then I'm also making capital, so yeah, let's go see if we can get a purple mushroom. We got the boxes for it. Might as well see if we can find one. And if we don't make any elixirs, because we can get life elixirs, which could be worth really good money if we get that from the mushroom boxes. But I don't expect we're going to get a ton of those right off the bat. That's why leaving them on the sidelines to bulk on their own is beneficial, because then we can just let those sit and see what we get after some time. Common mushroom. Yeah, I didn't think so. Chanterelle. Chinos. Oh, look. Space baiting some grapes. Okay, now I'm going to ask probably a random question for you guys. But again, the answer, nor am I implying anyone is the right answer. Would you eat the random berries off of a bush out in the woods? You don't know what it is. You don't know what it looks like. But it smells and looks the same as any berry that you've had before. So, blueberry, strawberry, grape. Grapes are vines, that doesn't really count, but you get the idea. Would you pull a berry off of a bush if you saw what it was, it looked extremely similar to a berry you've already seen, but would you actually trust it? Because I, for one, would not. I mean, I like fruit as much as the next person. But unless I know exactly what it is, and it's not some kind of poisonous hybrid that's been wandering about and lying there in the woods to be taken by somebody else, I ain't trusting it. I'm not a bear who's able to tell what's poisonous and what's not. Is that a thing? That has to be a thing. How? That's what I imagine is the case with bears, because if they can't find fish, they have to eat various fruits, right, to prepare for hibernation. Random cloud overhead. But how do they know what's poisonous and whatnot? I mean, their sense of smell has to be extremely good in order to know if it's gonna be good or not. Missed the timing. Cob. iridium quality. Ooh, rainbow trout. I forget that's a summer thing you can get here. And I think when I was a kid, my first fish ever that I had caught was a rainbow trout. I remember my sister and we were playing. I think we were playing Uno with my parents, and we were young kids, probably like maybe grade school, early grade school. We were just sitting down playing our Uno game. My dad looks over at me and just says, "Hey, you have a fish on your line." And I look over and it's still like bobbing up and down, back and forth. And it's like almost taking my whole line into the lake. I basically just threw my cards on the table, didn't even bother looking at them. I think all of mine went on the ground. Just raced over, picked up my rod, and just yanked. And I think it was short enough, or it was not far enough in, that I remember pulling it up with enough force that it actually pulled it up out of the water and then back in. And then I had to reel it back in. So it was a very, very interesting experience for my first time. Just, all right, I caught a fish. All right, I'm ready to go home. I just felt so satisfied. All right, done my duty. I got my fish. I want nothing else. Are you a sturgeon in here? What are you? Seems like a sturgeon. Sturgeon. I feel like sometimes you can also tell just out of force of habit of what it is, just based on the movements. It's also how you know you've played the game for too long. When all of it comes back and all the knowledge makes sense to you. I really want to get that fish smoker, but I need the magma jelly and 10,000 currency. Which actually, I could probably start fishing in the mines now that I have both the forest one and the ice area. Let me go see if I can get anything from those. Super Cucumber Frenzy. Alright, hang on. This changes everything. That might have also been what was at the beach, pink, instead of a pufferfish. It might have been a super cucumber. But I also could have been wrong. And could have been anything. Oh, look at the color palette. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of cucumbers out there. Is it certain spots, or is it only on that one side? I'm gonna be a little upset if it's only over there. Actually, wait, can I even actually reach that spot? I wonder. I can attempt. Maybe I should start working on chopping down more. Alright. Well, I definitely didn't use my time very well because I didn't even get one of those cucumbers. Probably because I didn't have the bridge unlocked. Hang on, before I run off, how much do I even need? Is it 2 or is it 300 pieces of wood? 300 pieces of wood. Man. It's gonna be a while before I can get that. And I'm pretty sure we have all of these in... Yeah. We have all of them in the bundles already, so... we don't need to worry about getting more. Fair. Alright. Put this in here. And put this in there. Alright, bedtime. Very nice. Thunderstorm. Ooh, no ideas. And my tomatoes. Tomatoes. Do we need this for anything? We need that for a drink. Where do we get that? First, there's also another one of those bundles we get that from. Hello. Thank you all for your services. Thank you. I have so many things I need to build. I need to upgrade my stuff. I need to build a silo. I got so many things. I was going to chop more of these trees down. Wasn't even hitting the tree, I was hitting right behind it. So that takes far less hits, which is great. Oh yeah, I can get moss off of these trees too. When they're all green. Ugh. Don't mind the thunder strikes. No need to panic. You know what? Let me also go to Marnie's place and get some extra hay. At least that way the chickens have something to feed off of when they're not running out in the day. At least until I can get a silo. There's something I can leave them. They're not gonna get hungry and mad at me. Marnie, I have a couple questions. Actually, I have several questions, but none of them you can answer at the moment. Not gonna say anything, not gonna bother, just gonna buy some hay and be on my way. Thank you, good day. If all of you remember the fact that we have to get the mayor's shorts at some point. And he said, and I quote, to give them back or get them to him discreetly. There we go. Now they got something they can munch on. But I don't think it's going to be very discreet if, you know, they're sitting in plain sight in someone's room. And I'm going to leave it at that. Not delving into that topic at any point today. Nor am I going to elaborate on that topic as well. Probably should fix that bridge first. At least that way I have it when I do need to get the mermaid's pendant. But that's going to be a long time before we can get that. Should resupply on my stamina. Put all this in there. Flower seeds. Let me eat a couple of these in here. They're still taking quite a bit of time. Nope, that one. Eat the berry. Now, Chad, again, remind me. Make sure I don't forget. Do not cut this one. It's an apple tree. Granted, it's going to be completely different shape and detail than the others, but I'm not just going to uproot this. Because it's been growing so far the entire summer. It's supposed to start producing in the fall, which will be awesome. Get an apple tree and we can get some fruit going with that. How much do I have and how much do I need? Well, if anything, I'm just going to keep myself productive by getting rid of more of these trees. I can take the scythe to all of these bushes later. Get a ton of fiber and moss, or plus all the grass as well will be great for hay. Hi. You want to be on camera for a bit? You guys got mooned for a few seconds. probably not flattering. Not over there. Well, there goes that tree. That helped nobody. Alright, how much wood do I have now? If I have at least 300 pieces, I'm going to go fix that bridge before the end of the day. Yeah, okay. Let me go fix the bridge. Alright, here we are. Ooh, some coral. We'd also pick up some other stuff as well now that we're here. Pretty sure we have all of the... We don't have a sea urchin in the bundles yet. We have an oyster. Alright, let's fix this bridge. Yes. Nice. Grab probably a multitude of things over here that we haven't picked up in a while. Also get to meet this guy. Got this old amulet to sell, but something tells me you're not ready for it, lad. Yeah, I'm not. I have to be married and have an expanded house. I haven't even upgraded my house yet. I still have just the basic grade house. Thing I also haven't had a need to expand yet. I mean, not that I... Because the second one gives me a kitchen. The second one gives me the nursery. The third gives me the wine cellar. But I know I need a ton of wood for the first upgrade. Even more so for the nursery. And then I'm pretty sure for the cellar I need 100 pieces of hardwood. Which could be... Well... Given that I'm still going to have some stuff I can need to do in the secret forest, I should be able to at least make use of all the stuff I can get there. So that should at least make things somewhat easier. Oh, there it is. Alright. Bed. Oh. Given that we're going to get more benefits from the artesian goods, let's take Rancher. And let's take Gatherer. We get doubled quantity from forging items, and we get 20% increase from all of the stuff that we get from animal products. So, which is the other thing counts if we also change it or transform it. Okay, the melons are definitely done. Can we get 5 gold star ones? That's the bigger question. Or are we gonna have to plant more? Okay. We need more. Most certainly we need more. I need to go back and get more supplies. Pale ale. I don't have a cask yet, do I? No. One of these bundles gives me a cask. I don't remember which one. Was it the blueberries? That'll be done. Summer foraging, winter foraging, construction. If I knew which one of these gave me the cask and I think it's just the cask. Because that gives me both juice, wine, and ale, based on what we give. But at the moment, we'll hold off on that. Put that back. Alright, that's gonna be there. Say good morning to my animals. Very good mood. Nice. Oh, lots of large eggs. Good, good. Gonna have a lot of mayonnaise. And Gold Star mayonnaise, too. It's great. The tomatoes. Alright. Have we given Penny enough gifts? Right, it's a new week. So we can give 2 of these. It'll be fine. Let's put the Silver Star ones in here. We're definitely gonna need to get that machine, that cask, to make more usage of just that. Because if it's running on just the preserve jars, it's gonna take an extremely long amount of time. I should probably water the rest of this stuff. I know we don't need to really do anything. Oh, these can also be pulled too. Hops. I didn't even realize that we could pull the hops off of the trellis. Is that how you say it? Trellis, the vineyards on the posts. Pretty sure those are called trellises. Or is a trellis what you use like grow vines on like a lattice pattern piece of wood? Out of water again. Fill it back up. I think I'm gonna spend most of my money this season just on the melons. The next season will probably be pumpkins. Is that it for... Well, hold on. Yams, eggplant, corn, pumpkin. Because I know you need to get quality... So you can use parsnips, melons, pumpkins, and corn for the quality crops bundle. Is there anything good quantity-wise in fall aside from corn and pumpkins? I am not... Sorry, Willie. I like my gold bars. I don't even have enough for it anyways. More melon seeds, sir. Stick with 30 for now. versus how many we actually used. Before I run off, I should give this to Penny. Hopefully this works. We can get better standings with Penny. A long walk back. Right, it's Sunday. Everyone's inside chilling. Noted. Alright, well that's a later thing then. So back to the farm then for me. Wait! Steel pickaxe. It even said it was ready on the sidelines today. Sir? Thank you. Now I can start getting rid of all those giant boulders on the farm. Georgia Mart. Your days are numbered, you know it. I will finish the community center. I will run you out of business. Ooh, over here. Grape. Spiceberry. Already getting the double quantity, which is nice. We'll leave these in here for now. Plant all of these. Fill up the spaces. 25 spaces just for melons. Neat. Alright, now that we have this back, that. Anything else we need to donate? Nope. Probably put this over here now. I almost just dropped out of my feet. That would have been extremely bad. And because this is also taking a lot of time to do what it needs to do here. More strawberries to be used. Actually, you know what? We have a ton of these. Let me put the strawberries back. Alright, let's donate the diamond and we'll go down to the mines. We'll see what we can get there. Because if we can get that gold bar, we can get something really good. And maybe we can get lucky and get fire quartz at the same time. We'll be actually done with our full bundle in the forge. Which would be even more awesome. Mr. Gunther, I have a donation. First to be on this one. Nice. Let me know to come, sir. Don't worry. Good morning, Haley. Alex. That was yesterday because my old pair had a brown. Okay. You threw them away because they had a smudge. You didn't want to, just clean it off, make it look better. Out of everything you could have done with them, you decided that, they look bad now because it has a smudge. I'm just gonna get rid of them and buy a new pair. And it's wasteful. But then there's also probably a lot of people that have, never mind. I'm not gonna accuse anybody. I just think it's a wasteful idea. If you have a good pair of shoes, make them last as long as possible. Otherwise, they're just not being properly right. We need the translator for him. Which I'm pretty sure we can only get in an Omni Geode. But he's also the one we talk to when we need to get some explosives. Which maybe what I end up using to clear out the rest of my farm with. Because it's far easier to use explosives to clear a lot of random debris. As long as it's used safely and methodically. And not, just thrown out willy-nilly. Magma Geode. Nice. Rock critter. Oh, stairs. Neat. Oh, look, more stairs. Dark creature. Were these guys always this fast? I feel like they're faster. A lot of aquamarines. Nice. Oh, and another one. Cool, we're already not 85. Nice. I'm not hitting anything. 86. Alright, we are flying through these levels. We will have to go back and explore more of these, just because we do need the fire quartz. But we can at least make a gold bar at this point. We have enough materials to make a gold bar. Oh, not the magma bats. Or the fire bats. Again, bats are still far easier to deal with than the eels. I still think the eels in the Skull Cavern are probably far more aggressive. And I mean that as someone who's gone into probably the hundreds at one point of those mines. I still hate them. Granted, a great way to farm spicy eel. Alright. Gave me two different ways to go down. Take the one in front of me. Continuing forward. Deep down. Oh, there it is. There. One of these. Back away. Nice. Thank you. One of those. Good. A lot of these are coming down here. Oh. Well. I'm slowed. This is bad. Eat the melon. Eat another melon. Alright, I'm good. Ow. Stay away from me. Magma geodes in that one. Nice. Yeah, this sword is very nice. I'm pretty sure the lava katana costs like 12,000 coins. So that's gonna be a very much later problem. I heard the bat. I was like, where is it? Oh. Oh, I can't hold anything more. Back up, back up, back up. Alright. Last one. Just the slime. And one more bet. Nice. Cool. Ooh, obsidian edge. It is better than the bone sword. Thank you very much, sir. You have been usurped. Obsidian edge. It's late. I should go. It's very late. Got quite a bit of stuff, though. Still need the fire course. We still have 10 more levels, though. We have until, I think, level 100? Or still 110, I think. Because I know the final 10 floors are, like, in the dark. Much like the 30 to 40 area. But I'll put the mushrooms in these. Because we have, you know, mushroom boxes. Seems really fitting. Alright, let's put everything in there. Put this in there. Fill up the rest of this chest with this. Oh, we don't need this or this, so... Maybe I should be building upgrading my trash can. I can get money back from the stuff I'm throwing away. Those will probably make a lot of these geodes as well. Could be some good benefits in them. Spice berry. Bedtime. Oh, I picked geologist. Multiplying the gemstones. Oh, the blueberries are ready. Yes. Alright, now that we have everything, I think across... So we have pepper, tomato, egg, 2 different types of eggs. We can get some hay. One of these melons, and one of these blueberries. But the rest of these, I think, are going to go in here. Yes. Alright, to the community center. I should water my crops first. Man, the hops are producing like wildfire today. Well, I guess how often do the hops grow? It's like every other day once they're fully set? Or is it every 2 days? More eggs for the mayo machine. Yeah, it's gonna take some time for that one. Multi my crops. Because there's gonna be just enough time to get another surplus of melons before the month is out, which would be great, at least for the season of summer. But hopefully, I can get plenty of the gold star quality. Not having to worry about going into year 2. I have to start over with parsnips again. Actually, do I have any quality booster? Quality retaining. Basic retaining. Speed grow. I don't have any quality booster. Not yet, at least. I know you can get some quality enhancement soil later on, but that's a whole different endeavor. Alright, now that we got all that watered, let's go! That's it, walk into the walls and look away. Let's put this stuff in here. Should cover all the summer crops right now. 1 tomato. 1 hot pepper. Melon. And a blueberry. Very nice. Quality sprinkler. Animal bundle. 1 large egg. 1 large white egg. Nice. Hay, I think, is in this one. Is it the... Yeah, 10 pieces of hay for fodder. Why it's called that, I don't know. But we need to go back into the mines today. We need to go and try to get... more, let's see if we can get a piece of fire quartz. Because if we can get that and the gold bar, we've completed the entirety of the forge bundle, which would be perfect. At least it gets us the mine carts. I'm pretty sure that gets us the mine carts. Speed up a lot of transport problems. And eventually I'll get the sprinkler system going, so I don't have to worry about watering stuff. But that's a later problem. Something else require hay? What else requires hay? Nope. Plexus bundle is this. That's just money. Knowledge shell and blue mushroom. Aquamarine, urchin, red mushroom, duck feather, cabbage. Cabbage we won't get at least until second year. That's it, I thought. What's that? Alright. Still working on it. Alright. We take this, these, and this. You know, let's start selling a couple of these. We got a ton of the extra gems. We can get rid of them. There we go. We might not get much for them. We can get more space. Alright. This are here. Slouching. Just stop slouching in my seat. Again, I used to have really bad scoliosis when I was younger, but when I got that fixed, it was hard to go back because now I want to sit more upright, but it looks weird. I'm so used to just arching my back over like this. It's just so natural for me because I've been doing that for years. But now that I have a medically fixed spine, I have to remember I can sit up more properly in my stance. But the phrase of old habits die hard is very poignant. Ooh, summer squash? Huh. Don't remember that. 6 days to grow and continues to harvest with the first... Continues to produce with the first harvest. Nice. Very nice. I'm gonna check out for the night. Alright, if you gotta head up, Pink, thank you for staying with us. And wish you the best. And we'll see you next time. But you stayed on for the stream as long as you could. Back up, buddy. I have a sword, I'm not afraid to use it. I should make sure to heal myself before I pass out. Nice. Ow, that hurt a lot. Another million. Okay, let's clear out some more of these. So let's do this there. We'll do this one down here. Oh, nice. I think as well, we should probably also invest in the 10,000 backpack. Just because we're not going to run out of space so easily if we do. Alright, put this there. Move. Nice. All we need is one fire quartz. And if the gold bar cooks... Ooh, it's an emerald! And a red mushroom. Oh, we got double. Nice. Get one of those away. Oh, we have 2 of those. Cool. Ow. There we go. Oh, yes. We have fire quartz. We have fire quartz. We're going to be getting ourselves a gold bar later on. We are going to be set to finish the forge bundle before the end of stream today. Probably actually before end of day tomorrow, I think, at this rate. As long as, you know, that actual gold bars finish. Or, you know, I don't pass out in this tunnel. Let me make sure I don't do that right now. Yeah, melons are definitely useful when it comes to keeping your vitality and your energy up. Was it 100 something for 1? Full iron bar. Alright, there's the steps, but I want to go get clear of all those barrels. Because there could be something valuable in those. Plus, again, we're also needing to get hardwood as well. For some of the upgrades we need. So the more we can get, the better. I still think we need something for the crab pot. Yeah, we need an actual crab or one of those 2 lobsters. Ah, the cave carrot. We can't get the cave carrot. We'll get rid of the fiber. $100. Star drop. A star drop is straight, but the taste reminds you of void chunks. We are keepers of the void, we are. So we gotta have those void chunks on standby. Actually, entry level's increased. Very good. Let's see if we can't get that up to date as well with everything else that we've got. If we can't get that 1 gold bar, let's see if we can get that. Then we can get the fire quartz in, and we can be done. We can get that bundle at least cleared out. We can start working on the rest of everything else. There's still so much to do. Like I said, the overall plan of the stream, at least for this run, is to get 1 billion currency. If we get everything else in the main story done at the same time, that's a bonus. But the goal of it is to get... The main goal of the whole thing is to get 1 billion. Now that being said, doing the stuff in the main story is going to certainly increase our chances of getting all that done. But that won't stop us at the same time. It's definitely weird sounding all that like that because I've normally played the game where I want to get the end goal of the story only. And nothing else. So after that point, everything else is optional, but now playing it now and only getting the currency versus... It's definitely different saying it out loud. Because I don't think I've ever done a run-through of just wanting to get money built up. And that's it. So it's definitely different. Put that back. Put that in here. Alright, grab this before I run off to bed. And I'll put this in here for now. Ooh, blue mushroom. Because I think we have to mix 5 different... Is it 4 or it's 5 different mushrooms in order to get something. Life elixirs, at least. Because pretty sure you can also pickle those mushrooms and get something. As well as I think you can make juice out of those? Juice or wine? Like I said, we need to get a cask if we're going to make use of those. Because the jam and the preserves are great, but if that's all it's doing, it's going to be a slow process. But if we can get beverages turned into those things as well, it'd be even better. Alright. Gold bar. Nice. And fire quartz. It's done. Another furnace. Omnigeode. Great. We can double up the pacing for all of our metallic goods. We are the Junimos, keepers of the forest. That's awesome. Cool. I want to watch it. I don't think I've watched this in a while. Nice. Thank you, friend. Alright. Now that we're done with that, we can move on. We can go back to bed. But I think now that we've gotten that bundle cleared out, we can get we got the mine carts back up and running, and we can have an easier time getting to and from the mines and the smithy. Excuse me. Something stuck in my nose. We'll put you right next to the other one. I should probably also start bashing some of those open. Get some other stuff from it. Did I even say hi to all my chickens? I don't know if I did. Wait, I have a thing for that. Yes. Okay. I let them sleep in peace. Grass has definitely grown a lot lately. The rainstorm probably helped a lot. Your apple tree wasn't able to grow last night. Oh, plus something goes blocking it. I'll have to clear out the space. Ooh, fighter. Yeah, we got 1,200 something. Ish. 16 of summer. Whoa. Green rain. Oh, a whole bunch of mossy stuff. Oh, and fiddlehead ferns. Alright. Need to clear it out. Well, for one, I'm going to harvest some stuff. And get some corn. At least get one of these in there. Put the rest in here. Alright, how are you guys looking in here? Probably should put some hay in there. Moss. Alright. That way you guys can make sure you're well fed. That's probably why it didn't grow very much, because this was being blocked. So I need to clear it out. Oh bunch of these things. If anything, it's going to be a real good excuse to get a ton of fiber. Probably should keep the tree clear of stuff. This in here. Okay. We'll leave the rest of those melons for later. Not sure what happened when he wants to show me the saloon. I'll be open all day. Good. I'm gonna give one of these. Hopefully. Holy cow. Green. Okay. Okay. Hold on. I'm getting my axe and my scythe. I'm going to work. Getting my harvesting experience up. Green trees growing everywhere. Everyone's. Hello. No, I want to give it. Ah. Oh, fine. Can't be today, I guess. Then fine, I'll just leave it here. Okay. We get tons of moss. Pretty sure we get ferns off of these things. Right? Yeah, a bunch of it on mossy seed. Oh yeah, we can make fiddlehead ferns with these. Cool. Yeah, I didn't think we could cut that down. I guess I'm gonna get fiddlehead ferns to be probably the best chance to get them now. But I'm pretty sure I can't cut a lot of this stuff down. At least not the ones in the middle of the area. But these, I will. Let me go around the other way. I need a bunch of weeds. Tons more over here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to start investing in those bombs if I'm gonna get clearing out the rest of the farm. I'm gonna clear out the rest of the farm in an effective, orderly manner. Why do you do this to me with that? Oy. That just hurts a lot. Do all that work and all that effort, and all of it just goes right over the fence. Alright, knock this one down. More stuff here. If anything, this also sees me having to farm fiddlehead ferns in the secret forest. But I'm sure you only... I'm positive you only need to get one in that forest for it to count. What you doing? Okay. Just go about your business then. Alright. Yeah, fiddlehead fern. Right there. Keep knocking these down. Are these like beanstalks with the ferns? I'm more curious now. What would we even call these? Alright, we got not much left of our day left, let alone our energy, so we'll pack it in. At least save one of these. Because we can... Well, we already made use of it. Edible specialty. Put that there, put this there, put this back. Yeah, we'll put the melon back. Everything else can go here. We really need to get that cask. It's going to save us a lot of... Gus, hang on. He's going to be open all day. Hold on. Have we also even bought recipes from him? Granted, we can't even use the kitchen for that matter, so we can't really make anything. But I'm positive we get the stuff from the bundles. sir. It's just mossy, overgrown foliage. That's it. There's no monsters out here. I wonder if fishing would have given us anything. But I think we're also more intrigued by everything else that we were able to get, so. No. What is my watering can doing in there? Put that back. Alright. Sleep the night away. Alright, bright and sunny day. More hops. More tomatoes. Very nice. Pickled hops. We can't get pickled stuff. That's just the parsnips? It's only on the parsnips? Jeez. I thought it would have been a lot Never mind. Fumbled my words, the thought doesn't matter. I need to sleep on. That's great. Put more of this in the mayo jar. For me to be made into mayonnaise. Yeah, I think that my ammo products are going at a much faster pace than the preserve jars. Sort this. Fill up the water bowl. Apple tree should hopefully be growing further. Now that it's not blocked. It may also be slowed down a day because it didn't have a chance to grow that one day, so it might be like the 2nd or 3rd of fall when we actually get that fully grown apple tree. But we'll just put a chest in front of it and let it produce at its own rate. More water. Back. Okay. Yep, got that taken care of. How are these doing? I haven't checked on the mushroom boxes in a while. Not that bad. Not bad. Might get probably one life elixir list is probably going to be used for selling. We'll just mass push those. What do we do? Well, I said it before and I'll say it again. Run out of ideas, go fishing. And I think also because now I think all my skills are at least at the base grade of 5. And I could get all my stuff upgraded. But again, if I'm gonna get my axe upgraded to the iron quality, because I think I'm wanting to start getting some more hardwood. I should probably also start building more buildings, but man doesn't open on Wednesdays. Fishing on the river. An itch. away for 1 second. Rainbow trout. I thought that was only a river fish. Maybe it can be both river and lake. Doesn't make sense. I should probably go visit Robin to see what it costs to build the barn. What the supplies I need, because if I can get that off the farm, then I might as well do that soon. There we go. Come on. There we go. Got it, I got it. Nice. Sunfish. First I need the tiger trout. We can talk to Robin. See what we need. So I can start working towards that. That way, I have 2 different ways I can start getting side stuff. Alright. 6,000 gold, 350 wood, 150 stone. Okay. So 6,000 gold is what I need for currency. And I can check out what I have. So it's 350 and 150. I did get quite a bit of wood from harvesting stuff. Everything's also covered in moss now, after that green storm. Rainbow trout. Next fish. There we go. Oh, aggressive one. Sturgeon? Or is it sporadic? Oh, jeez, this guy's... Got it. I was gonna guess largemouth bass. The fact that I'm starting to figure out a lot of these by the pattern shows how much I've been fishing versus I'm doing everything else. If I'm randomly able to guess every single one of these... Trout. Nope, I was wrong. Never mind. By the erratic patterns, I've definitely been fishing for far too long. I mean, is that a skill that fishermen can get in real life when they know how it moves or how it affects when you're fishing with it? Like, that has to be like a skill you can develop, just like either by how long you've been fishing or what kind of movements you're getting as you're trying to reel it in. That'd be really cool to have as a secondary, like a subtle superpower, so to speak. Sturgeons are always so aggressive. That would be interesting, though, just to be able to have that ability, just see where the line is moving, and well, then again, also you could probably also just look under the lake and see if it comes up to the surface or not. or you're reeling it in and it's just underneath the surface of the water and you can see it coming up. I think I should also look into seeing what it costs for the iridium rod. If I'm gonna keep fishing, I might as well invest. Or I also go to the mines and start fishing out there. Because then I can get a fish at each of the 3 levels. Because I can get a lava eel, like a glacier fish. Well, I think a glacier fish is a specialty one in the winter. These get some inspiration. Let's see, let's keep going. Oop, what is that? I was gonna say long enough before it runs off, whatever it is. There we go. Red mullet. Nope, not enough. There it is. All that sparkle for seaweed. All that glitters is not gold. Willie's doing his fishing. 9 to 5. Got it. The normal day job time frame. Got it. Flounder. Oh. Got it. Nice. Very nice. There we go. One more. Darn you, fish. I go to sneeze, and it buzzes at me. Turn it. Again, it's gonna be that phrase again. That's gonna be my catchphrase. Darn you, you darn fish. It's gonna be force of habit now when I miss the window. It's gonna become a meme, it's gonna become something else, and have my face on it. And it's like, yeah, I said that, and now everyone's gonna start saying it because I did. If I'm able to make a catchphrase from people just because of what I'm doing, that'd be hilarious. The irony of this, I'm a random guy, play Stardew Valley, and I end up making a catchphrase that now is roaming around the internet. If that does end up happening and I end up getting credit for it, that would be something else. But for now, I'm just going to keep doing what I do and have fun while doing it. And by that I mean playing video games and doing dumb stuff. I mean, in hindsight, if you're having fun while playing video games, I think that's probably the most important piece, because, again, some games are hard, some games are difficult, and some games make you frustrated, but that satisfaction of doing all of that and fighting through and being able to come out victorious after all of that and feel good about what you did and all the effort you put towards it, that's a good feeling. That being said, there's also some games that you pick up, you play, you put down because either it doesn't make sense to you, it's too difficult, and you have to step away for a while. I mean, I had quite a few games growing up that I put down a lot because it was just too frustrating. I mean, I told you guys before on previous streams when I played the Jet Force Gemini playthrough, I got as far as Mizar and never got past him because that boss fight was just extremely difficult. And then now playing it again when I ended up re-streaming it to you guys, it was so satisfying to see all of that effort was not in vain, and that I had fought extremely hard just to say I had beaten him. Alright, I think I'm gonna sell probably all of the fish. Put that back there. Alright, I think I'm gonna go one more day. Probably go to 18 days worth. Cheese press! I need that! That'll be for milk. I have the quality sprinkler now, too. 31.51. Nice. Okay. Now, I'll wait at the sprinklers, I think, until I get to summer, or not summer, fall. Then I can replant everything, and I can reset all of my... Alright, let me see. What do I need for... Okay, so I'm gonna need to get... Oh, speaking of, what did I have? 350... and 150. I have more than enough stone. I need more I need more wood. I could also get my axe upgraded. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have the bars. Alright, let's put that away for now. Pick this up. It's very odd, definitely with this pattern that I'm using to water everything. But it's working. Make sure I'm getting every piece. The water it needs. Oh, no, I did not. Excuse me, sirs. Pretty sure I fed him. Yes. Very nice. Large egg. Gold quality large egg. Right, because everything transfers over. Okay. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and get... put the watering can back. Let's get the axe upgraded, at least upgrading, at the forge. And then we'll go through our foraging goods. We'll sell off the mayonnaise. We'll salt the mayonnaise, we'll get all the mushrooms. We'll try to make some elixirs if we can. Get no cash for that. And then we'll sell off the mushrooms for now. When we get a cask for all those things, again, I'm gonna say this. I repeat myself significantly more than probably normal, but again, when I'm processing my thoughts and I'm venting all of it out, I tend to do that more times than not. Like I said, cask will make juice, wine, just as equally optimal. And when we get a cheese press for the animal products, we can get that taken care of as well. Because again, we're only getting so much out of the preserve jars versus the mayo. The mayo is going significantly faster. But let's take a look at what we've got here and what we can make. If nothing else, we'll sell it. Well, we'll sell as much as we can. Because we can get more. And we'll get more later on. We don't have to worry about the bundles. Yeah, artesian goods. We need to start foraging. But I think the rest of this is going to be in the chef's bundle. Give me the truffles. That one. Red mushroom. And a blue. But if we craft with it, we get 1 life elixir. And that could be very worthwhile. Because cooked goods always give out more. But we'll sell those. We'll sell these. And we'll sell off the remainder of the other stuff as well. Once we get that processed. Okay, we got the axe upgrading. Let's see. Let's try to go fishing in the cavern. Everything, we also drop off a couple of other things. We can drop this off. Let's give this to... I'll put this in the museum. We need to give the emerald to Penny. Did we already give the frozen geode? I'm sure we did. Yes, we did. Great. Let's see. Then we also get that in the bundle as well. Let's put the corn. Let's put the corn in and the melon. If we haven't already. We already did the melon. The corn is the fall crops. Oh, we could plant these in the summer. I forgot that we can get these in the summer. I think we'll save those because we have enough of an income going on right now that we can be fine without it. So let's send some stuff in. We'll get some stuff to the center. My throat's real dry and scratchy. I also probably am also recovering from a Father's Day barbecue that happened on Saturday. So my voice is going to be incredibly hoarse over the course of the last couple of days. It was a very interesting crime of rhyme repetition there. So, take that for what you will. I also could have just taken the mine card. I forget we have that now. Direct to museum. Fire quartz. Nice. Well, I run into Penny for anything. Probably not. Alright. Put this down here then. I'll at least put these in the community bundles. I'm pretty sure these both go to Emily for the dyes. I'm positive of that. Yep. Rich in there. Aquamarine. There. We get the fall crops over here. Pantry. Fall crops. I must have picked up the yam, I want to say, in the mine somewhere. I don't remember us getting the yams. I thought someone gave it to us. I forget how we got those. Random piece of fiber. Alright, so it's 20, 60, and 100, I think? Yep. This is the forest level for this. There's one... Maybe it's a ghost fish. Do we already have the ghost fish? Specialty... Yep, ghost fish. And the wood skips in the secret desert. Ghost fish. Yeah, it must be. I think it's probably the ghost fish only in this place. What does that more to our quantity output? First catch of white algae. Alright, 60. Let's go to the ice level. We'll get another guest appearance here in a second. She makes her way up and makes her presence known. I have a co-commentator for the time being. She sees what she wants to do and maybe go into her cat bed. There we go. Because I'm sure you can get at least one unique fish on each one of these levels. That's my overall goal today. Or she wants to get in the window. Glasses. Really? Also, who throws broken glasses into a lake? Especially one in the mines. I mean, I get losing your glasses in a lake. It's a different story. What lies at the bottom of this place? I'm sure the glacier fish is a unique one. Ghost fish. It may also just be ghost fish. But I was positive you get something at the other two. I may have also only gotten the one fish, and then that was it. But if it's only specifically on the flame one, then yeah, let's go see. If anything, we'll just get the lava eel, and then we'll head out. Because today's probably gonna be more of a wrap-up day for day 18. Because then it gives us 10 days exactly that we can clear out all of summer with next stream, and we can move on to fall. So it's about 3 days of season. So at the end of a full 12, we'll have done an entire year over the course of month and a half, I think. I don't know. Well, this is only the 3rd week we've been doing this, so I don't even know what I was trying to do there. Because I'm pretty sure the lava eel is the only fish you can get in this one specifically. If you guys know of other fish, or can let me know in the comments or whatever the case may be, of other fish you can get from the other 2 levels. Because I'm positive you can only get the lava eel on this level. But I just want 1. That's it. But that's going to be probably extremely difficult, given how erratic it is. Alright, drink the Jojo Cola. Speed boost. Alright, can I get 1? Don't know why it decided to put me going down instead of to the right. Stick. Cave jelly. We do need this. We'll need that for the smoker, which will be great because then we can start getting more of those. Maybe that's what I should be saving up for next. If I'm going to be doing all this fishing, I should invest in the smoker. That way it becomes a secondary stream, and then the fish quality doubles. Or I get more money for the fish. Once it's smoked and all nice and crispy. I'm not only going to get the 1 chance at that eel. Just want to say I caught it once, I'm going to sell it and I'm going to be done. The cave jelly. Come on. Focusing. Deep focus. Come on. Watching the timer. Stop giving me a cave jelly. Give me 1 more eel. Just give me the eel. And I'll be happy. Or if anything, I will make it a vendetta and come back as often as I need to and get it. Alright, that's enough. I'm not doing that again. I had the 1 chance to get it, and it's just gone. Let's get out of here. Back to the farm. Sell the fish. Put the cave jelly away. We have a few ideas in the background, if anything, to start making. I mean, if we get 10k out of just what we sold, we'll be set to build that smoker, which will be very good for an investment. Probably emptied out my pockets so quickly. It was a lot. Alright. And one more. Alright. All the goods that have been sitting in the background over the course of the stream have been emptied. Like I said, the artesian goods are where we're getting most of our benefits. 27 things of mayonnaise give us 16,000 or 6,000. So just the mayonnaise, between the mayonnaise alone, was already 10k. The artisan goods and the animal products are going to be where we get the most bank. So I think it's fair to say the next stream we're going to be probably buying the recipe for the smoker. That way we can start making 50k achievement. 58,000. Very nice. So yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and end the stream there with what that's a pretty good standings, at least where it is now. So let me clear that up real quick. With that being the case, I hope you guys enjoyed. I can put this away and I can talk to you more appropriately. So, hope you guys enjoyed. We are getting good momentum going. Again, we're at 50k overall in the sense of everything, but like I said before, it's a slow process. We're not going to get to 1 billion. It's only month 1. Generally, this is second season, but one of the streams. It's going to take us a while. We're probably going to get to the end of the summer before we get to the end of this whole goal. But I'm not going to give up, and I'm glad you guys are going to be here to support me in this context. If you guys did enjoy this, leave a like, comment, follow, subscribe over on YouTube. Follow me here on Twitch, please. Again, it helps me to know the fact of you guys want to see more of this content, you want to see more of this in general from me. But until then, hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great night. Remember, guys, the Void's always willing to listen to those who want to be heard. I'm willing to hear you, and I'm willing to listen. Love you guys. Have a great time. Have a great night. I'll see you next time.